My dear child, I know you are worrying about certain things, maybe about your parents or about your spouse or about your children or about your education or about your job. I know how these things make you stressed, so let me tell you, worrying will never change anything. But your faith in me can change anything, so let me tell you one thing. I will test you to know how much you trust me by using certain things that are in your life. When you are writing an exam, if you don't write the correct answer, you will not pass the test. Later, you will have to write that exam again to pass the test. Even at that time, you must write the correct answer to pass the test. Otherwise, you will again have to write that test. In the same way, when I test you, I will check how much faith you have in me. So, how obedient you are to me, how patient you are, and a lot of other things too. If you lack any of these things, I will let those things that you are facing continue. It is because I love you and I need you to have the best. You know that I will never do anything without having a plan. So you know that through the things that you are facing, I will shape you, mold you, and prepare you towards the blessing that I have for you. So instead of focusing more on the things that are happening in your life, so try to focus more on me. So have a faith in me and I will turn your sorrow into the greatest joy. So my child, know that. Don't worry about your past and do not regret your past by thinking about what you are facing in the present. As per my will, you are at the right place. When Israelis come in front of the Red Sea, they grumbled against me and they regretted coming out of Egypt. They said it was better to stay in Egypt, but they forget one thing, that when they regretted their present, the one who led them towards the Red Sea was the one who made the Red Sea. They forget my promises, my seeing what was in front of them. Sometimes the present may make you regret your past. It may make you that if you had done that or if you had gone through that way, it would have been better. So it may make you regret about your past by making you worry about the things which I have already stored for you. So you know, for everything I have a plan and I have a purpose, as how I had brought the Israelis through the Red Sea towards the promised land. I will bring you towards your blessing. So instead of worrying by focusing on your situation and regretting about your past, start trusting me. So enjoy where you are now before the door of this chapter comes to a close. Remind yourself of how good you have in it. This moment and every other moment afterwards will be even greater. Find relief in gratitude and be thankful for all the blessings you have received this far. Focus on what is going right and have a faith that the journey you have been handed will turn out better than you imagine. Don't let the excitement of a new beginning make you forget how powerful the present moment is. Just like you, this day is a precious gift. Fill it with love, light, and divine energy. So, my child, know that. Don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid of not trying enough, not doing what is possible for you because of your fear of failure. The journey won and it may not also untold when and how you want. There could be many twists and turns along the way. Sometimes life might also push you back some steps, not to hurt you, but to help you see things clearly so that you can choose what is best for your heart again. So have a faith, trust that there is a greater purpose in your struggles, and by carrying on, by not giving up on yourself, you are going to grow stronger. So you are going to find the good things that life has in store for you. So if you ever feel like you have reached the end, I hope you will look back and see the courage and the strength you have shown to make it this far, my friend. So I hope you will see how tiny this difficult phase of your life is when you compare it to the life of possibilities you still have ahead. So I hope you will take those seasons of your life as a learning phase and allow your hardships to help you grow into a stronger and braver version of yourself. So maybe it is too difficult to find a hope, right? No, maybe nothing is working out for you at this stage. But remember this, with the change of time, the season of your life will change as well, and the dark winter of life that you are going through today will bloom into the flowers of spring again. So you don't have to be brave every day. It is okay if some things and events in your life are uncertain right now. It is okay if you are afraid of what is ahead. Tell your heart that it is human to feel that way. Allow yourself to take your time. Believe that even in this changing phase, life has a purpose and you are going to be okay. Remember, sometimes just by showing up, by being willing to walk that extra mile, by putting that tough, I don't know the right path, I'm still going to make it through no matter what. My child, know that. The majority of people you come across in your life would not deserve your kind, sweet natured soul. But that does not mean you have to change who you are. At your core, be kind anyways. The universe would not want you to get distracted by meaningless energies. It has way bigger plans for you than you realize. Your worth is not defined by how others treat you, it's based on how you treat yourself, especially amidst it a confusing chapter. Smile knowing that the best days of your journey are still being orchestrated and the universe knows what it's doing. Trust the little piece of if you have inside you. Also, behavior of energy is nature's and soul vampires. So these beings are not your friends, these beings are not your people, these beings are not your tribe, these individuals prey on the souls of genuine, caring people. So these individuals use pretty words, manipulate sweet, generous hearts into wasting more precious energy for their own selfish agenda. So these individuals are the kind you have to distance yourself from as soon as your intuition detects bullshit or even the slightest negative feeling about them. So free yourself from the hold these individuals have over you by reminding yourself of your greatness and stepping into it. So ask yourself, answer yourself, and be honest what relationships need to be restored and what relationships need to be released from your life. Drop the dead weight and let warm, vibrant energies fill the spaces of your soul that once felt so bleak. Let your inner light shine so bright that things being have no choice but to fall off back. Know the words, the sooner you let go, the sooner you will flow in the right direction. My child, know that. The things that you are facing may make it hard to trust me. Don't let that happen. When Peter heard the storms while he was walking on water, he started to fall. He knew towards whom he was walking. Still, he started to fall. He focused more on the storm rather than trusting me. When he focused more on the storm made him too hard to trust me. Even in your life, some storms may come. The storms may make you focus more on it rather than trusting me. At that time, don't let the storm make it hard to trust me by focusing more on the storm. You know that you have a promise, and I am forever faithful towards those promises. So instead of focusing more on the storms, start focusing more on me. Have a faith in me. I have a plan for you through what you are facing. The tides of change are in your favor. What you have been praying for is manifesting. The deep dreams and desires within your subconscious mind are being expressed all around you. To improve the quality of life, improve the subconscious mind, your daily acts of positivity are paying off. Each decision you make to serve this world around you is felt by the universe and rewarded. You will always be supported on the path ahead. You choose to attune your mind to higher frequencies. You dwell above fear, the only possible thing that can get in the way of achieving your dreams in your own mind. You choose to fully surrender to the divine flow. Now your actions are amplified when you fully believe in your dreams, miraculous events take place. My child, know that if you really believe in your strength, if you really believe in a greater force, if you really believe in yourself, your growth, your shifts, and your spirit, then you will move forward without fear, without doubt, without regret, and even if you cannot leave these things behind, you will move forward regardless. With them until they should fall off on their own. You are deserving, you are capable, you are doing this for you, and there is nothing more important you will ever tackle than that. You are detaching from the character you once created to keep yourself safe. Honor that old self though. Thank that old self, and you are not just discarding who you once were. Because who you once were was someone you once needed. What is required now is a higher version of you, but that does not make the other version any less than this one. It got you here. Honor the sides of yourself you are so accustomed to shaming. Continue to peel back, but do so while honoring all that has made you you. You don't always need to be getting stuff done and keeping yourself busy. Remember, it is okay to kick back, relax, and enjoy your rewards occasionally. Set aside time to acknowledge your endeavors. You have been putting in the work. Enjoy the harvest. Reflect on your incredible journey. The more you appreciate your progress, the more you keep progressing. The more you celebrate, the more you get to celebrate. Never give up, stay positive, and keep pursuing the life you want. You have the power of creation in your story, so forget past chapters. Keep building bigger and better new ones, and most importantly, leave an unforgettable mark on everyone you meet. Kindness is never forgotten, but it is always rewarded. You are crushing it. So, my child, know that there are some relationships in your life that need to be restored. Don't allow resentment or hurt feelings to harden your heart towards a person that deserves to be in your life. It is true, some people you must love from a distance, but some people are placed in your life for a closer, more intimate connection. So these kinds of relationship requires you to go deeper within yourself than you have ever gone before, to face your own baggage and all of your stuff. So So it requires vulnerability, and being that open can be uncomfortable. Know that you have the courage to make that leap. You have so much love to give and so much love to receive. So don't block your blessing by letting your past rule your present. There are some people around you right now that want to love you. So open your heart and let them. The relationship in your life should be a beautiful exchange of giving and receiving. Of course, there will be bad time in good relationships. There may be times of crisis when you are required to give more to your friends or family, but you should never feel depleted because you are giving so much but receiving so little. If there are people around you that don't add value to your life, release them with especially people with hidden agendas. So you deserve better than that, and until you make room to receive greater, you will not attract what you deserve. So, dear souls, know that existence is worth celebrating. Don't wait for anyone or anything to experience joy because the present moment is all that exists. When you stop postponing your happiness and you start living moment to moment, you allow yourself to step out of the dullness and into a high vibration. In that state, anything is possible because you are feeling your best self. So prioritize your self-care, your mental and emotional well-being because it forms the foundation for everything else in your reality. You deserve to be supported, backed, nourished, and cherished by another human in a loving connection. You deserve to be able to take the back seat and rest when that is what your body needs. You deserve to have someone be unconditionally with you as you face your own fears, shadows, throw tantrums, or feel emotional. Your old reality is being dismantled, and you may experience the doubts or habits of your older self surface. Consciously release them. So, my child, know that your consciousness is awakening. This amplifies your energy. You will become attuned to the messages of the spirit and nature. So trust your intuition and spiritual abilities. This is a message telling you you are in the process of a spiritual awakening. This is a time to start opening yourself to the messages that you receive from your higher self. There has been a series of energy shifts and energetic changes happening in our environment this and next month, and it can make us feel an overwhelming energy of emotion. Release and surrender the energies that are pulling you down, preventing you from developing your intuition and spiritual abilities. Open yourself to what is being sent to you, and as you awaken to your psychic awareness, these gifts will help you throughout your life and understand the unknown. Opening your heart to love and light to everyone around you. As you awaken, listen to the messages and develop your spiritual abilities. As they grow and developing, you are also evolving to a higher frequency. Everything will happen in divine timing. Don't stress about how and when, but know that things will work itself out in divine timing. So easier said than done. It can be a challenge for many of us to have a patience, especially when you are going through something that is taking longer than what you anticipated it to be. It is part of a life lesson. Things happen for a reason, and it is not always meant to be what you expect at the start in order for you to achieve your goals. So you must first have patience, and this is a message to have a patience. Trust in God and have a faith is the key to having peace and patience. Focus on yourself with self care and taking time out with someone special in your life. This will help you raise your vibration and manifest your dreams. So, my child, know that you are enough even on the days you don't feel it. On your lowest days, you know the ones where you don't even feel like getting out of bed. You are enough on those days too. You are enough even when your heart has been hurt by someone you love and care about. On the days where you stand in front of the mirror and don't feel like yourself, you are enough on those days too. When you are exhausted, run off your feet, and did not finish everything you needed to that day, you are enough then too. You are enough, you are always enough, and you always will be. Be kind to yourself today and always. So there will be days when you will only feel pain and emptiness, and there will be days when love will spill out of you. There will be good days and bad days when sadness crawls under your blanket and join you for the night, and days when you smile in your sleep. So there will be all kind of days that you take forward with you. The negative ones will break you down and the positive one will give you life. But at the end of it, it will be up to you which ones you choose to live for. And you are going to have beautiful days and devastating days and light days and heavy days, and there will be chapters when the heavy and devastating feel like they are all you have ever known. And you are going to break down and break open and feel like the pain has buried itself in your lungs and in your cells and in your soul until you don't know you from it or it from you. Like it is melded into your bones and intertwined with the intangible parts of you that nobody else can see, and you will run and want to keep running until your shadow can no longer chase you and you can no longer breathe, and this pain does not feel so unbearable. And you will keep sitting with the pain and sitting with the pain, and some days it will feel a little lighter and others day it will feel like the entire ocean is crushing your chest and everything is heavy. And is this the way it will always be? But in time, slowly, the weight will lift and the wounds will start to heal, and the first unencumbered breath will be the best thing you have ever known. And you will begin to let go of this burden you have been carrying and remember what it's like to be you again. And you will uncover that inner spark within you that has been there all along. And you will turn your pain into your purpose and use it to try to help other people feel a little lighter and a little less alone and a little more seen. And the pages will keep turning. A new chapter will begin, and this time you are going to walk forward a little less afraid. And you are going to live every inch of this beautiful and messy and wondrous human experiences because this is what you are here for. So, my child, know that. If you think the world is against you, remember that not everything that happens in your life is a direct attack towards you. Sometimes bad things happen because we're unaware of the bigger picture. Sometimes our road can appear darker than it seems, but that can also mean it is an opportunity for you to start leading the way. Some of the pain you have felt in the past will make sense eventually. And other times it takes longer, but whenever you feel the world is against you, don't be too focused on what is in front of you that you forget what is happening inside you. And when the world seems out of place, know you are still here. And that by being here you can choose how to confront the world that is appeared before you. It would not always be easy, but difficult paths are often doors to building something better in your life. So don't let the world crush you. Feel the pressure, accept the conditions, and give it your all. And the minute you are a witness to any operation, you no longer become a stronger to it. You are no longer a passerby the world where bad things happens to good people and good things happen to bad people. It is your obligation to find a voice however you can and in any way that feels proper. You do not necessarily have to challenge norms and fight century old traditions to prove you are an advocate for justice. You simply need to show up for the ones you can. You simply need to speak up for those who have been oppressed. You simply need to take a stand for those who cannot and do not know how. Because you have become a witness to oppression and abuse, know that everything that follows after is a choice. Stop doing more, stop achieving more, and stop striving to earn more. If it is going to deplete your happiness and peace of mind, pause to observe your life as it is today and give yourself credit for how far you have come. Perhaps it is time to sit with what you have today and do what is comfortably in arm's reach. Perhaps there is no need to plan far out, sweet, and struggle anymore. Perhaps striving for away, dilute your relationship, extinguish your passion, and rob you from being present. Take this time to reflect on where you are now. Reconsider your future goals and reevaluate your next steps. Taking a break or withdrawing completely from what is next on your list would not make you fall behind. You can stop doing and just be. You will grow, expand, succeed, and live a life of joy either way. On your journey to pursuing something new, unfamiliar, and audacious, you may risk your relationships. People may choose to turn their backs on you when you choose to step out of your comfort zone. But that does not matter. All the things you find in those people will take their way back to you in the future through new relationship, I promise. You will make new connections, and this time it will be those who will fully align with your evolved person. These new connections will be more promising and meaningful. This new connection would not just like you but love you. They would not just respect you but admiring you. They would not just see you but understand you. They would not just be there but will participate. They would not walk away like others did when you bravely stepped into something daring. They will walk alongside you. They will love and support you when you choose to stand still or touch the sky. What you lose on the way, be becoming yourself, is never truly lost. There is a momentary interruption, a realignment, and a return. This time, relationships will stay with more love and conviction. I promise they will. Father, your nourishing presence gives me life, peace, healing, direction, hope, and strength. Thus, be with me throughout this day. Purify my mind of negative thoughts and empty my heart of self doubt, anger, anxiety in all ways. Father, inspire my heart to reach for my goals and that I would never surrender amid trials and sufferings. Father God, thank you for this day. Thank you also for the gift of life. Father, I am deeply convinced that all the best things in life are still ahead of me, my family, and this world I live in because you are faithful to your promises and nothing is impossible with you. This continue to bless me with the deep faith, hope, and love for you, Father. So I will keep praising and cherishing your divine presence in my life despite the struggles and tensions around me. Likewise, I lift to you members of my family and friends. Keep them safe and secure, and may they as well deepen their faith and love for you. Almighty Father, thank you for the gift of this new day in my life. Father, I would like you to know that I am so thankful for the opportunity born into this world and for the blessing of having you in my life. Father God, you are the greatest treasure of my life because your divine presence unites and keeps me strong within. Likewise, under your loving embrace, my soul finds comfort, meaning, purpose, and enlightenment. So, this teach my heart always to believe, love, and trust in you. For where else can I turn for guidance and nourishment except on you alone, the Lord, Savior, and Savior of my life? In Jesus' name, Amen. My child, know that the best kind of people are like sunshine. They are warm and brighten your soul with their light. They love unconditionally. They are soft and gentle with your heart and soul. They make you smile with just their presence. They know when something is not right without you having to say anything at all. They are accountable and take responsibility for their actions. They respect other humans, they are kind. They let you be yourself and accept you as you are. They forgive others instead of seek revenge. So they are patient with your struggles. They are there for you no matter the situation. They make you feel safe, loved, and understood. They help you without expecting anything in return. So they listen attentively. They ask you to message them when you get home safe. They are there for you during the lows just as much as the high. They check up on you when you are quiet. They believe in lifting other people up. They see the best in you. Even when you can't, they teach you new things. They find happiness in your happiness. They know that actions speak louder than words. They show you that you are loved and reassure you when you need it. So they are honest and genuine. They hold space for you to feel your feelings without judgment. They are present with you. They bring sunshine to your day. So, my child, know that when someone sends you mixed signals, it can be really confusing and disheartening. It is like being caught in a constant state of uncertainty, never knowing where you stand with them or what they truly want. In these situations, it is important to recognize that a person who consistently sends mixed signal is not deserving of your time, energy, efforts, or affection. A healthy and genuine connection is built on clear communication, honesty, and respect. When someone sends mixed signals, it demonstrates a lack of clarity and sincerity in their intentions. It may indicate that they are unsure of their own feelings or are not fully committed to the relationship, regardless of the reasons behind their behavior. It is crucial to prioritize your emotional well being and recognize your own worth. So, investing in a person who cannot provide you with the consistency and stability you deserve can lead to emotional turbulence and prevent you from finding the love and happiness you seek. So, it is important to set boundaries and value yourself enough to walk away from situations that do not serve your best interest. Remember, you deserve someone who is willing to be open and honest with you, someone who is capable of giving you the love and respect you deserve. So, it is not your responsibility to decipher mixed signals or try to change someone's behavior. Instead, focus on nurturing relationships that are based on mutual understanding, trust, and clear communication. Don't settle for less than you deserve because the right person will show up in your life and make their intentions known without leaving you guessing. So it is beautiful to see the different ways we express our love even before we find the courage to say it out loud. From small gestures to grand display of affection, every affection taken to make someone feel special counts. It is the way we pay attention to the little details that make them who they are and cherish them deeply. It is the way we listen to their favorite songs and read their favorite books, trying to understand them on a deeper level. It is the way we remember the moments that made their hearts sing and make them relive those memories with us. It is the way we include them in our daily lives, telling our friends and family about them, making them a part of our world, and it is the way we pray for their well being and happiness, knowing that their joy brings us joy, and it is the way we try new things and explore their interest, even if they don't initially interest us. It is the way we tell them how much we appreciate them and admire them, even if it is just in small ways. Love is a journey that begins with a spark and grows into a roaring flame. It is the small acts of kindness that fuel to fire and make it stronger. So it is the way we wrap each other in our dreams, sharing our warmth and comfort and making each other feel safe. It is the way we find home in each other's embrace, knowing that we belong together. So even if we can't say the words out loud, let us keep showing our love in every way we can. So let us keep the flame burning bright and let our action speak louder than words. So my child, know that there are people all over the world who loves deeply and gives selflessly without any acknowledgement or recognition whatsoever. Some of these individuals are local heroes who serve food to the homeless even if they don't possess much. Their actions are not documented for the rest of us to see, and they don't go around telling people what they do. But if we are fortunate enough, we might just catch their deeds in action. So these actions are not always subjectively grand. They happen in those simple moments where they share and give without seeking any time in return. Each act is enveloped in love and is merely an expression of how deeply they have met themselves in the first instance. So, the media, we often see people being awarded, celebrated, or praised multiple times for a job well done, and yet sometimes popularity, privilege, and even deception can be the primary reasons people are honored for their achievements. So, nevertheless, that happens to all types of people. The people with the biggest hurts are often overlooked because they are not making the loudest noise. They make their philanthropic moves in silence. So, acknowledgement and admiration can bring us warmth. I don't know anyone who would not appreciate compliment for a job well done or praise for their progress. However, I also know that there are gracious individuals who thrive on the pleasure of simply giving and knowing that they have made a difference in someone's life. So other people's win feel like their own. Their success is internal and rarely requires validation. Knowing they have done things with pure intent is enough for them, and sometimes they would not even consider the rewards of their action because they are so highly filled with love that they can't help but. My child, know that. People have different life plans than you do, different outlooks and perspectives, different experiences and feelings, different ideas, reasoning, and thinking. So, keyword different. So, why do you expect them to agree, get it, or even understand? Let them be. No matter how right or righteous you feel, how much you are just trying to help, God is in charge of others, not you. And it is your job to live your life with the best you can. Be the light, be an example of faith. Let the God manage all the differences. That weight is not yours to carry. Worst case scenario, do you flip out, stress, panic attack, fall into depression, wanna die, or lean into your faith? Yes, you are powerless, but God is powerful. Living by faith means that no matter what you know, God will make it right. In the dark is the best opportunity to let your faith shine. When everyone else can't understand why you are still okay, you know it is your faith. What a powerful tool. Practice now. Daily straighten your faith before the worst case scenario, and you will be grateful you did. For so long, you have been the fixer of things other people have broken. You have been the apologizes of people who owed you, and I'm sorry. You have been the steps across bridges for everyone who ever asked you to meet them more than halfway. You have been the help without anyone asking, and if ever anything was too heavy, you carried it all on your own. And I see that is it is heavy. I see that is it is been waiting on you. And I am here to tell you it is okay to put it down. It is okay to walk away. It is okay to stop trying so hard because it should not be this hard. And the truth is, you will never find peace and happiness in or around the kinds of people who crave chaos. So, my child, know that the road to your becoming is lined with this one question: what is this trying to teach me? And when you start believing that life is working in your favor, even when it seems as though the only thing you are facing is uncertainty, discomfort, and change, you begin to look for the lessons. When you begin to look for the lesson, you lean into the understanding that your emotions are instructive and feeling lost is only a product of not knowing how to interpret them. Place them or respond them. If you adopt the mindset that life is inherently evolution oriented and that we are meant to be forever exploring, uncovering, discovering, building, enjoying, feeling, and experiencing, your life shifts from one that you must only endeavor to one you are an active participant in. So, one that you are creating, even if you cannot create every single element within it. When you start to remember your power, you realize that the things you can control for outweigh the ones you cannot. But when you offer more of your focus to the latter, the former begin to disappear. Fortunately, the universe effect can occur as well. What we focus on grow and open, what we take the time to think, though, is what becomes more available, more possible. We either harden the dead ends or turn around and see beside them new doorways. Often the wet ones that we would been asking to find all along. Everything is a teacher if you allow it to be. Often the most unlikely people, places and experiences are occurrences in disguise. Every time you hit a tough patch, ask yourself what is here to be learned, to be grow from. Ask yourself how you could allow the loss to help you appreciate what you still have, except that nobody has everything, everyone has something. And life is only about how well we care for our surroundings. Ask yourself how you could allow the hurt to teach you grace and gratitude and impermanence and morality and humility and humor and strength and greed and peace. The valley can either be a sufferings or a private period. You get to decide how to part turn. Dear someone, know that Ever since infancy, I was told that I could be whoever I wanted, but the golden child in me has combusted into a million pieces. They told me that an abundance of opportunity awaited for me, but they must have been lying. Every door closes before I have a chance to prove myself. I'm trying to find my place in the world, but I lose a little faith in each rejection. Nothing has come easily. I try to keep my hope alive, but I'm paralyzed from trying all the time. My thoughts echoes what if I don't belong anywhere? Nothing has turned out as I envisioned. I once believed I could be someone of importance, losing friends across space and time. I see photographs of everyone moving forward in their lives. Somehow I felt behind and I can't seem to find my footing on this turbulent ride. The golden child in me is burned out from the endless stress of trying to be perfect. Growing up has never felt more exhausting. I have lived with the ache of missing you for long that I don't know how to live without it. I am almost hollow without you to occupy my thoughts. I'm lost without you, ghost to guide me, how I let you memory go when you are all I have ever known. How do I turn a blind eye to the idea of you, and if how do I let go of someone who was never mine to begin with? How do I let go of someone that I never dated? I have lived with the idea of us for so long that the delusion has become a source of comfort while facing the great unknown. I need to set you free from my mind entirely because I destroy myself completely. I need to let go of the hope that you are coming back into my life. So, dear someone, no. When I look at you, I see innocence in your eyes, yet there is so much you have seen in a world where hope and dreams convey you. Keep standing tall even though they cut your wings, your heart remains strong. You have danced amid the whispers of ancient stones in your heart. There is a history that unknowns through turmoil. You have shown incredible grace in the midst of conflicted sacred space. Maybe you think we can't hear your cries. Maybe you think we believe the world's lie. I hope this echoes from Gaza shores to Bethlehem's fiery nights that we stand with you amidst it all the chows and all the cries. In your pursuit of stars, we are the night sky, cradling your dreams in the soft embrace of hope. May your future be free from the burdens of old. In your story of courage, let new tales be told. For you, little one, are a symbol of might, a beacon of hope, a future so bright in the land where olive trees stand tall. Dear Palestinian child, you will rise and never fall. I pray that unity, love, and dreams find your way. I pray for a better tomorrow where the world will let you have a say. So, my favorite part about love is being loved. It is the part where he chooses to make me happy, even when he has the rawest of days. It is the part where he stays, even when it's messy. You know you are loved when they don't stop making efforts to make you happy. You know it is real when you have nothing to talk about, but yet you just enjoy the silence comfortably. My favorite part about falling in love with him was knowing that I can go home to someone who will accept me even when I don't feel like being myself. It is knowing that I have a best friend who will hear me even when I don't say a word, someone who will understand me even when fear clouds my vision. It is knowing that I can tell them everything, the good, the bad, and everything I have never told anyone before without feeling like I have exposed them myself. You know, being in love with someone should not make you feel like you should not hide parts of yourself to be accepted. Finally, it does not suck to be in a routine. I feel grounded. This is my realizing that love does not hurt. This is me knowing that healthy love exists. To you reading this, I hope you know that you deserve healthy love. You deserve coming home to someone who would not be threatened by your happiness, someone who will love you even when they are mad. You deserve someone who will make life worth living for. I have felt hurt for most of my life, so I might tell you that losing my trust in those around me and losing faith in people would be one of my strongest parts to who I am. But I am tired of looking at people and assuming the worst in who they are. Because a few people hurt me, I don't think it is fair to look at people in a different way because they are paying for the sins of what is others did to me. I'm tired of being afraid of people, of thinking they are out of to hurt me. I crave peace, I crave goodness, and if that means being hurt a little more, that is fine. At least I can give those around me the chance to be who they are without any judgment beforehand. Believing in them as much as I believe in myself to come out of my demons is more important than lacking faith in the world. So, dear someone, know that. Sometimes I struggle to understand love in my own heart, like how my heart can still race like I have just run spins on that track when a message come up from past love. Or when a song takes me back to memories that live only like skeletons in my closest. If I am happy and content in love right now, and in this moment, how can my heart even think about another? And is it unfair? Am I doing something wrong? But what I have learned in the magic of one's heart, and that is that there are chambers to it. There are places reserved, spaces taken up when old love and memories that have made a home there forever. Current love, the prospect of new love that can be forever, is not designed to wash away those chambers, empty those spaces, clear it out like a mover to an empty house. The beauty of one's heart is in its unlimited ability and plethora of space to fit everyone and everything in it, not to compete but to context with a single common theme. You were the one to love each of them. Whosoever they might be, you are the magic here, and your power is in your ability to love so big everyone has a place and is welcome to stay. So, my child, know that. When you say that you are working on yourself, what do you mean? Because if it is continuing the same routine that you have had for years in hope that you will find what you are looking for within, then you are doing it wrong. And if you are working on yourself, then truly work on yourself. Start a journal, take long baths, sleep for at least 8 hours, being saying no to things that you don't want to do, and make more time for things that you do. And if you don't know what you want, then brainstorm, start cooking fresh meals, and make efforts to grab a coffee with your friend and call your mother to have that difficult conversations that you have been putting off for so long. So, do some trauma work, focus on ways to ease your anxiety, go on walks, listen to health and positivity podcast, watch comedy skills, read self-help books and stories that inspires you, listen to uplifting music. Watch great movies. The point is to be in motion. It is not enough to continue the same routine that you have had for the last few years because working on yourself requires effort and it requires change. It requires you to step out of your comfort zone and try new things. It requires you to talk about the difficult stuff, the scary stuff, the painful and heartbreaking stuff. Because if you want to grow, then you truly need to work on yourself. And for that, you need to do something, anything rather than nothing at all. So, my child, know that when you react in any polarizing way, you are breeding duality in your life. You may unknowingly be donating your energy to someone or something that is challenging you. You may be giving power to external circumstances that exist simply to test your ability to set your own boundaries. If someone in your life is able to cause harm by doing or saying something, they are in control of you to the point that your boundaries are lost when you respond. Instead, you are acting consciously and maintaining personal power by being mindful of your perceptions. So, by choosing to respond, you are assume responsibility for your experience of being and select healthy boundaries for self expression. You eliminate blame, judgment, and resistance from your reality simple by realizing that the difference between responding and reacting is personal choice. So, by choosing to respond, you assume responsibility for your experience of being and select healthy boundaries for self expression. You eliminate blame, judgment, and resistance from your reality simply by realizing that the difference between responding and reacting is personal choice. So, rewards for cleansing out your Akshaya records and family trees are entering. You have had to remove so much to create space for new to enter. So, this stripping back was to simply your life first so you can attain what is truly important for you. This includes in your assets, where you live, the land you are on, and the relationship you have. Before processing forward, we can regenerate with the energies of this Taurus full moon eclipse. So take a pause to and receive the rebirth in your heart. Enjoy this unique moment of your return to your original star blueprint. This is who you really are, beloved. So call it all to every cell of your body. Speak into existence the new planet Earth you would like to experience. So feel this time space continue in your heart chakra. Go home to this unfilled and presence on planet Earth. Our Earth star race is manifest. We are rising up into our destiny. Star children of the Most High. So my child, know that if ever you outgrow someone and feel guilty for it based on a history you share, change those thoughts to gratitude for what you had. It means you have learned everything you need to from that person. So it is both beautiful and sometimes painful to outgrow the people we love or watch other outgrow us. But if you try to fit yourself into the spaces you have outgrow, it would not be comfortable for you or the other person. You will find yourself reminiscing of a past that is no longer the history you share love and respect for what was, but that is all you have to common now. So sometimes temporary people take a permanent place in our heart, and it is okay if that is the only space you have for them. But then sometimes we outgrow people just to find our way to them again, and when we are older, a little wiser, and more sure, we come back like we never really left. And in those moments and in those relationships, it teaches us to value one another, because maybe we were always meant to be, just maybe faith had bigger plans than we had for ourselves. Just maybe forever was written in a goodbye or see you later for now, so you get the chance to say hello again. And trust me when I say this that hello again is so beautiful because it teaches you in all that has changed. Love is the one thing that has remained constant and overcome the test of time. So, dear someone, know that I learned time and time again that human beings cannot be saved or fixed or grow by others. They can only be loved. So I will love you and I will love you well. I will love you on the days your laughter meets your eyes, and I will love you just as much when it does not. I will love you on the days you are made of light, and I will love you just as much when the world feels like a load you have to carry upon your shoulders. So I will love you through your healing, and I will love you through your hurt. I will love you through your peace, and I will love you through your pain. I will love you when you love yourself, and I will love you when you do not. I refuse to fall in love with the idea of who you can be, and if I were to nip and tuck and pitch and saw you into someone else, if I were to throw a blanket over the baggage in your ribcage, only focusing on the prettiest parts of you. So I refuse to love you in halves. So show me where you thrive, and I will love you there. Show me where you break, and I will love you there. Show me where you hope, and I will love you there. Show me where you doubt, and I will love you there. Show me where you hide, and I will love you there. Show me your open heart fly and beating in its decay and its growth, and I will love it, darling. I will love it. So, my child, know that. You wonder when life will look up for when you will step into the light and begin achieving your dreams. You wish you did not feel like you were falling so far behind in life and love. So, laboring away at an unfulfilling job, waiting for someone special to sweep you off your feet. But as you pray for new beginnings, remember that God has perfect timing. So God will wait for you to heal. He sees your deep pain, the scars you bear, and the wounds you bind. He sees the attack, the trauma that disappear, that you can never seem to leave behind. But he also sees you moving forward, letting go of the ones who mistreated you, taming your anxieties, becoming more resilient day by day. And one day, when your mind is clear and your heart is open, he will place undeniable opportunity and lasting love in your path because he knows you have taken the journey to healing. God will surprise you in the moments you cry to him, praying that he will rescue you from your hardships. He will work quietly, changing the ideas in ways unseen. He will help you in ways you may not fully understand until you are healed, guiding you in a direction that will eventually improve your life. And one day you will see your life tangibly change, realizing that every tear, heartbreak, and prayer lead up to this moment with God's divine timing. You may not see His work, but when you discover it, you feel purely, greatly happy, a moment you will cherish forever. You feel lost and heartbroken, praying frequently for God to hear you in your pain. But even though you might not see His work now, God sees you and God will provide when you least expect it. Because even though you question His plan, He has perfect timing. So, my child, know that. Being admired for your outer beauty is a fun little ego boost, but nothing sits with the soul like being recognized for your good energy. Knowing someone has observed your goodness and savor your warmth make you feel truly seen and appreciated. Many of us have been measured by our appearance, style, occupation, wealth, and other external factors, but these skin deep, surface level aspects of our being are not who we are. They don't come close to fully capturing our truly stunning and unique essence. The most unfulfilling things about lives are not tangible. So, when someone celebrates the unseen expression of your aura, they awaken a deep gratitude in you. May we choose to pass out more conscious compliments that results in collectively prioritizing different non-physical features of ourselves. May we celebrate and prioritize kindness over physical beauty, generosity over wealth, character over status, and presence over productivity. The more we recognize high value traits in each other, the more we will shape the nature of trends and culture by love. The mind and heart will be cherished over the body's shape, and more people will exercise their emotional and spiritual development. What society's value will shift from skin deep accolades to spread lead praises. And remember, when someone compliments these aspects of your being, it is not just words, it is a reminder of your impact, significance, and unique contribution to the world around you. Continue watering your energy and accepting compliments that celebrate it. My child, know that. The heaven declares the glory of God, the skies proclaim the work of His hands. Day after day they pour forth speech, night after night they reveal knowledge. They have no speech, they use no words, no sound is heard from them. So yet their voice goes out into all the earth, their words to the ends of the world. In the God has pitched a tent for the sun. It is like a bridegroom coming out of his chamber. Like a champion rejoicing to run his course, it rises at one end of the heaven and make its circuit to the other. Nothing is deprived of his warmth. The law of the Lord is perfect, refreshing the soul. The status of the Lord and trustworthy, making wise the simple. The prospects of the Lord are right, giving joy to the heart. The commands of the Lord are radiant, giving light to the eyes. The fear of the Lord is pure, enduring forever. The decree of the Lord are firm, and all of them are righteous. They are more precious than much more gold. They are sweeter than honey from the honeycomb. By them your servant is born. In keeping them there is great reward. But who can discern their own errors, forgiving my hidden faults? So keep your servant also from wilful sins, may they not rule over me. Then I will be blameless, innocent of great transgression. May these words of my mouth and this meditation of my heart be pleasing in your sight, Lord, my rock and my redeemer, letting this really soak in today. So, my child, know that no matter how imperfect you think you are, someone out there will take a chance and love you perfectly. Someone will be your constant in a world that keeps on changing. One day you will find your person too, and when you find them, may you also be patient, kind, and understanding. May you not give up when things get hard. May you continue to choose them as they continue to choose you. Because after everything that is being said and done, nobody is perfect, but there will always be someone that will love you perfectly, someone that will be perfect for you. Dear souls, know that happiness is not an epiphany, it is a practice. As much as your conscious mind may tell you that it is all you want to feel, and as often as it tallies up and lists out all of the reasons for which you should already feel that way. All of the answered prayers, all of the opportunities, all of the facts of generally good life that you logically know you have. The truth is that the subconscious mind, the greater piece of your inner working, wants to feel what is familiar. You would be surprised at what it considers familiar. If you give spent years of your life on a healing journey, familiar is the breaking and the mending, the process of losing and finding, of ending and beginning. So, familiar is healing, not being healed. If you have spent years of your life resolving the tension inside of you by solving other people's problem, by being the universal sounding board, the unpaid therapist, the person in everyone's life that becomes simultaneously responsible for them and their well being and their future. Familiar is the peace you find through changing what is outside of you, not what is within. Familiar is fixing, and fixing requires us to always see an issue or to get very close to those who are likewise seeking a way to export their hurt onto a willing soul. And if you have spent years of your life in fears, in lack, in constant worry about what is next and whether or not you will be okay, familiar is uncertainty, familiar is the state of acquiring and still not having acquired enough. Mostly, if you have spent years of your life thinking that happiness is joyfulness, that high like feeling you get when something truly tremendous is happening, then you have probably likewise spent all of the downtime between those peak states reaching and wanting and when you love someone who constantly overthink, you are loving someone whose mind plays tricks on them. You are loving someone who can't help the way that they think. Who can't help how much they think. Someone who overthinks is someone who is always going to have question. They are someone who is always going to be processing one thing at a time and then constantly be overwhelmed with what if and question marks. You need to be compassionate to understand when they have question about your past or about last night, to understand when out of nowhere they are being flooded with fear, to understand when they think everything is terrible, while meanwhile. You think everything is great, you need to show them empathy, to show them that you are not going to judge them when they ask you, and if you love them for the underrated time in a day. To show them that you are not going anywhere when they tell you what they are worried about or what they are fearful about. You need to show them that you will love them despite how much they repeat and overthink and over worry. So you need to be able to communicate, to not just reply with one word answer or one sentence text messages. You need to be able to always say how you feel when you feel it instead of hiding it. Overthinkers tend to overanalyze everything but also overanalyze the people that they are with. Be prepared to have an answer for everything and be prepared for sometimes have a hard conversations just like every other relationship in the world. Above all, you need to be loving. Loving an overthinker can be a challenge, but is not every relationship a challenge. Be yourself and let them know how much you care about them. An overthinker can sometimes drive you crazy, but they will stay loyal to you for eternity and they will love you no matter how many weird habits you have or how much baggage that you carry. They will love you for not just putting up with them, but for loving them no matter how many times they drive you absolutely nuts. So, my child, know that someone is dreaming of reuniting with you again. This might especially apply to those who have experienced a period of separation with their significant other. They are recognizing the truth and harboring hope that things will improve between you. They desire to step forward with a long term commitment and intend to convey this in person. They view you as the perfect life partner, someone with whom they can build a secure future. There may be some regrets regarding the past as they believe they should have confessed their feelings to you long ago, but they firmly believe that it is better late than never. This person is now fantasizing about you, manifesting your presence, and firmly believing that destiny has brought you both together. It is possible that you were introduced to each other through mutual family or friends, except a soon to come reunion and a lot of enjoyable moments together in the future. There are more than one person who is admiring you at this time. You are glowing and growing in your life, whether you are listening it or not. But everyone around you is seeing you in a totally different energy. This person who is admiring you secretly is thinking that you have something on yourself. Which is making you more and more beautiful every day. You inner beauty was always there, and then know it that you have a very pure heart, but now in and out you are looking just like a divine person who have the power to make anything happen just by a look. This is a very direct message for someone that people around you think that you have some spiritual powers and you have blessing of God with you. This person who is admiring secretly is related to your friend circle or workplace or can be a very old friend of your which is connected to same school or college. My child, know that if you are feeling at a crossroads, it may be the opportune time to let something go. This will be a sacrifice you make that will leave you vulnerable and uneasy, but the necessary transitional phase to recalibrate your beliefs, goals to preserve this situation for the long run. You lost the pathway to your heart, connect back to your roots, you will discover where to from there. A lover's note, the connection has turned us both inside out. The strength of love, the longing that triggers the overthinking. We are killing this if we don't make a change. We have been energetically stuck for such a long time, and we are both frustrated. Where will we live? How will this work out? The fears are crippling. I take time out, hoping to forget, as that would make it easier, perhaps to find another end. Run, but this bond does not seem to break. The second I'm not busy, you hand my mind. I can't stay busy forever. Things need to change. We have made it this far. I know we both have the willpower to keep going. I feel our unspoken trust. Don't be afraid of this time out. We both need it. Just know I'm never walking away. We are not dying, we are transitioning. We will talk soon. So, my child, know that your all cups about to be filled with happiness, joy, abundance, and love. All those struggles, obstacles are about to end. There will be sense of fulfillment and accomplishment in every aspect of your life. No matter what happens in your love life, both of you are something can't be separate from each other. You two will always find way to each other. I am sure both of you have had past life together, and in past life both of you are making promise to find each other in this lifetime and try as much as you can to work it out. There is no doubt the love in this connection is unconditionally and pure, whether you are in a relationship or not. There will be, or this connection is for a long run. Both of you are wanting to build a strong foundation and family together. So marriage is on the card and everything will goes well. Your hard work is about to be paid off. There will be more and more opportunities to help you to achieve your goals. Your financially will also flowing so easily, and you will find the contentment in your work placement, and for some finally others will be able to see your value. So, my child, know that then all the Greek and Sosthenes, the chief ruler of the synagogue, and beast him before the judgment seat, and Goliko care for none of those things, And Paul, after this, tarried there yet a good while, and then took his leave of the brethren and sailed thence into Syria. And with him Priscilla and Aquila, having strewn his head in Centuria, for he had a vow, and he came to Ephesus and left them there. But he himself entered into the synagogue and reasoned with the Jews. And when they desired him to tarry longer time with them, he consented not, but bade them farewell, saying, I must by all means keep this feast that cometh in Jerusalem, but I will return again unto you if God will. And he sailed from Ephesus, and when he landed at Caesarea, and gone up and saluted the church, he went down to Anito, and after he had spent some time there, he departed and went over all the country of Galatia and Phrygia, in order straightening all the disciples. And when Gallio was the deputy of Achaia, the Jews made insurrection with one accord against Paul and brought him to the judgment seat. Fellow, persuade men to worship God contrary to the law. And when Paul was now about to open his mouth, Paul said unto the Jew, if it were a matter of wrong or with lowness, O Joe, reason would that I should bear with you. But if it be a question of words and names, and of your law, look to it, for I will be no judge of such matters. And he drove them from the judgment seat. And he departed thence and entered into a certain man's house named Jesus, one that worshipped God, whose house joined hard to the synagogue. And Circus, the chief ruler of the synagogue, believed on the Lord with all his house. And many of the Corinthians, hearing, believed and were baptized. Then spake the Lord to Paul in the night by vision. Be not afraid, but speak and hold not the peace, for I am the thee, and no man shall set on thee to hurt thee, for I have much people in this city. And he continued there a year and 6 months, teaching the word of God among them.